Today, President Obama went to the front lines of health care. That debate taking place. He met with doctors from every state to talk about reform.
Every one of you here today took an oath when you entered the medical profession. It was not an oath that you would spend a lot of time on the phone with insurance companies. It was not an oath that you would have to turn away patients who you know could use your help. You did not devote your lives to be bean counters or paper pushers. You took an oath so that you could heal people. You did it so you could save lives.
The president talking to doctors today. Joining me now is Dr. Zanab Beams, a Maryland pediatrician and member of Doctors for America, and she was at the White House today. Dr. Beams, thanks for your time tonight. Is the president being strong enough?
I think it's time for the president to get a little stronger. I think he's being strong enough. He's got a lot to handle, especially with, as you guys were talking earlier, Senator Baucus not really going far enough, I think, with the Finance Committee bill and doing what's right for the American people and putting a public option into the proposal and really making a real change in the system that we already have that's going to help the 47 million uninsured Americans that are suffering today.
Dr. Beams, do you think that congressional members are listening to your organization and listening to doctors? Can you see some of the things that you're advocating in some of the bills that have been written as they get ready to go to the floor to debate all this?
Sure. There's a lot in the bills that's really great and that we've advocated for. We've advocated for patients to not suffer because of pre-existing conditions. We've advocated for changes in the way that reimbursement is calculated, so the SGR that people hear about if they're kind of familiar with the way that these things are calculated. And that's a big step. We heard from the president today that he is asking on a state-by-state level for some way of addressing this whole idea of the practice of defensive medicine so that doctors can practice medicine and take care of their patients, which is what we all went into medicine to do.
And what are your patients telling you? What do your patients say to you when you meet with them?
Well, I do mostly, we don't talk a lot of politics in the office, but I do have patients telling me they have difficulty getting medications, they have difficulty meeting with specialists.
Sure.
They certainly worry about whether their insurance company is going to let them stay with me as their child's provider. So patients are very insecure right now in the system that we have, and I think we have to change that. Doctors are insecure, too.
Yeah, the president brought the doctors into the political arena today and talked about the GOP lies. Here it is.
These men and women here would not be supporting health insurance reform if they really believed that it would lead to government bureaucrats making decisions that are best left to doctors. They wouldn't be here today if they believed that reform in any way would damage the very critical and sacred doctor-patient relationship.
And finally, Dr. Beams, are you afraid that the government's going to come into your office and dictate to you how to do medicine?
No, I think the government has better things to do than worry about getting into my office and telling me what to do. And in fact, the thing that, doctors like to point out when this idea is brought up is that there's already someone standing between me and my patient, and that's an insurance company executive. And I have to deal with this every day. My office manager deals with it all day long, being told how the medicine is going to be practiced and how my patients are going to be treated by people who don't study medicine and who are not physicians. They're executives working for the bottom line.
Dr. Beams, appreciate your time tonight on The Ed Show. Thanks so much. Thanks for being involved.
Thank you.